And what'll happen is I'll just pick up this left guard, and as you see, I get a free instant blitz. Okay, so that's why I don't put zone drops on this play. Specifically, this is why I don't put zone drops, is because look, right? Look how this defensive tackle right here, right? Look at this DT comes in absolutely free. He comes in free, and he'll come in free every time. So somebody's too many people, right? I'm blitzing so many people, and as well as having my guy in a coverage is going to screw up the offensive lineman. 95% of the people you match up with will not know how to block this defense. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be showing you 2 defensive plays and how I adjust out of them. One is a looping blitz, and the other one is also just a nano blitz, just a straight pressure blitz. All right, these 2 plays you can actually just run the entire game, and then you can make adjustments out of them. So without further ado, man, get ready for a banger. Let's hop into it. Okay, so the formation we're looking at is dime 1-4 or dime 1-4-6. I'll post in the comment section. Just check the comments, and I'll pin a comment saying what playbooks have this formation, as well as if you guys need a scheme on this, like a full defensive ebook, I'll give it free. I'll put it on YouTube. Just let me know. But a few things. Okay, so we're going to be in dime 1-4, and the main plays that we're going to be running are crossfire 3 and Mike strong safety 3 seam. Okay, so both of these. One's a looping, which is this one. This crossfire 3 is going to be a looping blitz, and the strong safety, this Mike 3 seam, is just going to be a straight all-out blitz. This one you can kind of mix and match, which is really cool. Helps with QB rollouts and stuff like that. But before that, a few things is you're going to want this off, and you're going to want to have baseline. Okay, so there are a few reasons for that. The main reason that you want auto flip off is because let's say somebody's in trips and they have a motion slant. Well, what happens is if this is turned on, then your guy, and let's say you're in man coverage, your guys are going to be flipping their man coverages. They're going to be running across the field trying to chase that guy. I'm sure you guys have seen that if you play Madden long enough. So that's one of the issues with having this on. So especially in a formation like this, it's better just to have it off. So that way, if they do a motion slant route, then just the nearest corner will pick up that, will latch onto that man coverage. Then that will be his guy or whatever. And the reason you want baseline is so it disguises your defense, right? Because if you have this off and we go to cover 3, then you're just going to see one high safety. So you're at a disadvantage already just by having this to default, because the more, if you play somebody with more experience, they see one high safety, it means 2 things. It means cover 1, cover 0, or cover 3. So you're not really disguising your defense. So the reason to have baseline is to disguise your defense. And this right here is just hot garbage, so it doesn't work anyways. But if I had a choice, I'd do conservative. Okay, but it's hot garbage. Now, what you want to do is you want to come out and double safety go. Okay, so there's a reason for that. And as you see, that's the reason for it, is these safeties right here, the free safety and the strong safety, are both dropping down right here in the box. Okay, so that's the reason for that. Now, we're not going to stay in this play. So you come out in this play every time. You come out and double safety go. Then you'll audible to crossfire 3. All right, and then you'll make a few adjustments out of here. Okay, so Bishop is going to be the looper. And then I'll most likely be using this guy right here. Okay, so I'll move him over here, and then I'll just make adjustments. I can't tell you exactly which adjustments to make because it just depends on your opponent, right? This is just the setup. One of the things that I can tell you is I will switch this up. So I will actually, now I'm going against bunch and stuff like that, right? But all of it is subjective. It just really depends. But usually what I've been doing this year is I've been having two inside quarters on my safeties. So this definitely helps with the seam streaks. It turns it into almost like a cover 4 look, right? So I could go cover 3 one time, and then run it like this. I'll even just put one safety, especially on the bunch side. Let's say it's a bunch side, then I'll definitely have just one of the safeties in the quarter, and I will run it like this. And this is a legit play that I'll run. I'll man up the tight end, especially if I'm playing bunch, and then I'll just leave the left side or the right underneath open. I'm totally okay with that, and I'll adjust from there. But it just kind of depends. But all in all, you know, this is basically the setup. You could have one in the middle, one safety, you know, covering the middle. But all you have to do is just double tap wire triangle, click on, you know, LB or L1 for the safety. Then you'll hit the right stick. You'll flick the right stick to the right, which would be inside quarter. That will put him in an inside quarter. Okay. And then all I do really is I just come over here to this side. Some people will say that you have to be like right next to him. Some people will say that you have to hover down here. As long as you're just like, as long as you kind of sprint to the left as soon as a play snapped, then that he'll start to loop. And as you see, he comes in free. So all you have to do is just run to the left. That's it. As you see here, right? Just immediately run to the left. And then you go back up to coverage, and this guy is going to come in free every time. And like I said, a lot of people really don't know how to stop this. What you can do is you can completely change this if you want. You could just run it like this. All right, so you could have a cloud flat, a curl flat, and a deep zone all on the right side, and then run it this way. Okay, this is another setup that I'll do out of this formation. You could even hover over here if you want. You could QB contain. But one of the things that I've noticed is if I QB contain and they run an inside zone, the inside zone really actually gains a lot more yards. So I'd be really careful with the QB contain. I would only contain maybe on third down or something like that if I were you. That's just what I've noticed by playing the game, right? And he's still going to come in free every time. It may be better just to sprint to the right, but as you see, you know, this guy's going to come in free every time, undetected. And then you just work out of that. So you come out and double safety go, and then you go to crossfire 3 and you make your adjustments, right? This was one of the first setups right here, especially if you have some zone drops. Solid, you know, maybe put 25s on the cloud flats, maybe 5 on the curl flats, and you'll be solid. Okay, guys, and for the next play, it's the same thing. You're going to come out and double safety go, except you're going to audible to Mike SS3 seam. Okay, this one's great because it's a corner blitz. This one comes in really quick, really fast. You don't need to press. All right, it's just the same thing. All you're going to do is, one of the things I like to do is I like to blitz all linebackers. Okay, without having to click on him, blitz him, come back over here, blitz him. All you have to do is just hit the right D-pad, flick the right stick down for blitz all. You'll be solid. This one right here, I'll do a few things. If I want to guarantee I get a corner blitz, then I will shift my D-line to the right. Okay, I'll shift my D-line to the right and I'll pick up this guy right here. What's going to happen is that corner blitz is going to be a guaranteed. It's a guaranteed that is coming in free, right? Undetected, okay? So he'll come in free every time undetected, regardless, as long as you are shifting to the right. So, right, nobody's going to pick him up. Now, in this case, I am blitzing bunch side, which no one's going to pick him up anyways, but even if, unless they ID the mic on this guy, he's not getting picked up. Especially what I did is I shifted to the right. Okay, so when you shift to the right, it's going to help him come in free undetected as well. So this guy's going to come in every time free. Pretty simple setup right there. The only other thing that I'll do, sometimes you have to click on this guy and bring him back. But I don't have any zone drops when I'm running this because it's a nano blitz and this blitz is so quick. The only thing I'll do is I'll put my guy in his zone and I'll pick up this left guard right here. And what'll happen is I'll just pick up this left guard, and as you see, I get a free instant blitz. Okay, so that's why I don't put zone drops. On this play, specifically, this is why I don't put zone drops, is because look, right? Look how this defensive tackle right here, right? Look at this DT comes in absolutely free. He comes in free. And he'll come in free every time. So too many people, right? I'm blitzing so many people, and as well as having my guy in a in a coverage is going to screw up the offensive lineman. So it is what it is. You know, you guys can call it glitching, but I'm trying to win games, and you know, that's the skill gap this year, is whoever can find blitzes is going to win. And so that's just one of the reasons, is this guy's going to come in free every time. So you guys mess with this, man. Let me know what you think. If you need a full scheme, come holler at me. Subscribe for more content. Peace out.